Well, what is up, guys? Hopefully you are all having a good day. It's time for another video from me. So, obviously I've said, enough about the Ifam and, how I really feel about them. It's just, obviously, I honestly think, the only reason they defend Chris and Sarah every day is because they think it makes them look good. Like, I don't think there's any other reason for them defending Chris and Sarah. I think if they keep telling themselves that Chris and Sarah are innocent and are not bad people, they might actually start believing that's true. They honestly, they think it makes them look so good the way they're willing to defend Chris and Sarah every day, and jump to their defense every time someone, says anything negative about them or criticizes them in any particular way. Sometimes the criticism they get, regardless of whether the IFAM care to admit this, is sometimes the criticism is well deserved. The main issue is the fact that the IFAM are never willing to admit they're wrong. That's what causes a lot of the problems, and that's what's kind of driven me insane, is the fact that the IFAM are never willing to admit maybe they're actually wrong. They're not willing to admit that, they think they're always right. And this is why you can't win with the IFAM, like you can't argue with them, because, they're the sort of people who always think they're right. But we all know that the IFAM are not right in any, whenever they defend Chris and Sarah, we know they're not right. I'm not even gonna argue with the IFAM anymore, because most of them, I get the feeling, I get the vibe that most of them are just children anyway. So, basically arguing with a bunch of children who don't understand what I'm trying to say. I'd rather, not comment and avoid having any arguments with IFAM, because I've just had enough of it. Like, I've just had enough of posting comments and getting attacked by, by a barrage of IFAM every time I dare to say anything bad about Chris and Sarah or criticise what they do. And me not commenting is the best. Commenting on their videos is the best way to avoid any sort of arguments with IFAM. But that's not the sort of argument I want to be having anymore, to be honest. It's just, like, obviously I do still have a problem with Chris and Sarah, but I feel like recently my issue has been more with the IFAM and the fact that they defend them every single day. That's what really, grinds my gears, and it really, really pisses me off, and it really frustrates me. Like, I don't think people really don't really understand just how much the IFAM piss me off. Like, I don't think people really understand just how much the IFAM frustrate me with the way that they're constantly defending Chris and Sarah, no matter what they do. It frustrates me how nothing Chris and Sarah ever do is ever wrong. Like, it's always a case of Chris and Sarah always being in the right and everyone else always being in the wrong. Like, I don't understand why it has to be like that, but that's the way the IFAM see things. The way the IFAM see things is that Chris and Sarah are always right and everybody else is always wrong. But it's just ridiculous, I have no respect for the IFAM. I lost respect for respect for the IFAM a very long time ago. I don't care whether the IFAM think I'm being too harsh or think that what I'm saying is unfair. I will say whatever I have to say, because, there are certain things that have to be said. And, this is what has to be said. People, more and more people need to start calling the IFAM out for what they're doing and saying that what the IFAM are doing is wrong. Because the way I see it, the more people who call them out, the better the chances the better chance we have of actually getting something done about them, which is what we want. You know, this is why Chris and Sarah do a lot of the things they do. The reason they do a lot of the things they do is because they know that there are some idiots out there who will defend them no matter what they do, and will always say they were never in the wrong, when actually they were. I mean, I remember, you think about the other month, right, when they took the hits out in 50-degree heat. You know, the fact that people were defending them over the fact they had the hits out in that heat was just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I had, it made me laugh. It really did make me laugh, the fact that people were trying to defend them over the fact they'd had their hits out in that heat and were saying that they'd done nothing wrong. I just thought that was really, really unbelievable, because, like, no one was saying, no decent person, would ever have defended them over that. No decent person would have ever, said it, would have ever tried defending them or sticking up for them. They would have always been there to criticise them and say whatever. If people had a heart, they wouldn't defend the things that Chris and Sarah do. That much has to be said. And I don't care whether people think that I'm being too unfair about this, or if people think that I'm being wrong, people think that what I'm saying is wrong. Because I know that it's not wrong, and I know that, what I'm saying is right, that what I'm saying isn't unfair. And, these things have to be said, in all hindsight, these things do have to be said. This is a point that does have to be made. I shouldn't have to do these videos, but unfortunately I do. And I keep shaming the Ifam. They can keep defending Chris and Sarah all they want, and I'll keep shaming them as much as I want. I'm never gonna stop shaming the Ifam for the fact they defend Chris and Sarah. I'm never gonna stop calling people out for that. I'm never gonna stop calling people out for the fact that they're condoning every single thing that Chris and Sarah ever say or do. I'm not gonna stop calling people out for supporting them and sticking up for them 24/7. I'm not going nowhere. I'll keep making videos about this. I'll keep doing whatever I have to do. I'll keep talking about this. I mean, I can't wait for the Unanimous vlog to be uploaded tonight. Not because I want to watch it, but because I can't wait to see how hissarty the comments are. Because sometimes, it makes you laugh, right? The iPhone probably wouldn't get any further up Chris and Sarah's backsides if they tried to. It's actually unbelievable. I mean, surely people don't think I'm being unfair for saying that the iPhone are a bunch of idiots who need a reality check. But I don't think I'm being harsh for saying that. I think that's true. I think that's the God honest truth. The iPhone wouldn't be any more deluded if they tried to be. And I'm just saying things how they are, which is that the iPhone are absolutely deluded and need a reality check. They say that we're the deluded ones, and they say that we're the ones that have been brainwashed. I think that shoe is very much on the other foot. I think they're the ones that are actually deluded. I think they're the ones that have actually been brainwashed. Not us. We're not the ones that have been deluded, that have been brainwashed by anyone. If anybody's deluded, or if anybody's been brainwashed, it's them. And as I said in the video I put out the other day, I was talking about this, and I was saying that, thankfully more and more people now are starting to see just how ridiculous the iFam are with the way that they choose to defend Chris and Sarah every day. I'm glad, in a way, that more and more people are starting to see that, and are starting to see, just how bad they all are. That's been very long overdue. It makes me happy knowing that as time goes on, more and more people are starting to shame the Ifam in whatever way they can. You know, I honestly don't think I'm being too harsh for saying this. I think that anybody with an ounce of common sense would actually say this, to be fairly honest. You know, this is what I wanted to say for a long time. Like, I don't feel bad about what I say. I don't feel bad about the fact that I'm calling the Ifam out. Oh, Lord. Yawning now. I'm tired, maybe a bit tired, I don't know. But it's just, like, it's more anger and it's more frustration than it is anything else. You know, like, I have no words to really describe just how angry and frustrated I am right now. If I'm being fairly honest. I wish there was a good way for me to describe that, but there just isn't. Like, there just isn't a good way for me to describe how angry I really am right now. You know, it just frustrates me that people are willing to defend them no matter what they ever do. Like, you know, do the Ifam really think it makes them look good if they jump into Kristen Sarah's defence every single day? As newsflash, it actually doesn't. It makes them look incredibly shameful and pathetic. I just wish that more people actually had the balls to speak up and actually say that. Because I think that, you know, the more people that call the Ifam out, the better, really. You know, I would never normally, you know, I think they're the ones that deserve a real slap in the face. You know, but all I can say is that Harmer will hit the Ifam, you know, in a very big way. You know, the Ifam, there won't come a time where the Ifam will regret ever defending Chris and Sarah, mark my words. You know, they might not regret it now. They might be happy to defend them now, but in years to come they might not be. You know, and I think that the problem is that, you know, the way I see it, Chris and Sarah in them are only going to continue to get worse. You know, and the things they do are only going to continue to get worse. And the reason they're going to continue to, the things they do are going to continue to get worse is because they know that they will get away with it. They know that people will defend them for it. You know, I just think that if people weren't really defending them so much, they wouldn't keep doing the things they do. Like, if so many people were calling them out for it, I think they regret it. But the thing is, they have no they have no shame in what they're doing because they know that people support them and they know that people don't think they're doing anything wrong. And it's like, how can people not see that they're doing anything wrong? Like, this is what I don't get. You know, I know that I probably do sound a bit harsh, and I'm fully aware of that, but I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. I actually really don't. I mean, yeah, that's all I really had to say for this video. Like, I don't really have anything else that I needed to say. You know, I just wanted to make that point abundantly clear that, you know, I wasn't on the stand for that. And I don't agree with the thing. I don't agree with the way the Ifam are constantly sticking up for them and condoning every single thing they do. This definitely isn't going to be the last video I do on the Ifam. You know, this isn't the first video I've done calling them out, and this isn't going to be the last video I do calling them out. This is going to be one of many videos I do, or I probably do calling the Ifam out. There is probably going to be a lot more videos where I'm calling the Ifam out for the way they defend Chris and Sarah. You know, this isn't going to be the last video for sure. I guarantee you all that. You know, I guarantee you this is not the last video I do. You know, as I said, roll on 5 PM. You know, for when they upload the vlog, as I'll be interested to see just how hissarty the comments are today, and just how determined people are to defend them. I'm not done, as I said, I'm not on their vlogs today because I can't be bothered to be fighting with Ifam today. Like, I've just had enough of fighting with them every day. You know, I've had enough of trying to make the Ifam see sense. Because you'll never do that. People will never get the Ifam to see sense on anything. You know. So they might as well quit while they're still ahead, if you know what I mean. I have to say it. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I will see you for another one probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm planning on doing a video tonight. There might be one. I don't know. But there'll definitely be one tomorrow. You know, we do tomorrow's one will be a good one. I mean, obviously I don't want every video to be a video about horning people out or, you know, having a go at people, but, you know, sometimes I have to do these videos, but sometimes there are things that need to be said, that really need to be said. Which is why I do these videos, is to just haul people out and say the things that need to be said, you know, and make them realise try and make them realise they're making a big mistake. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Wow, 16 minutes. I've done a 16-minute video. Not bad. You know, I thought it wasn't as long as that. It doesn't feel like this video has been that long, but it has been 16 minutes. So I've done all it a day there. Thank you guys for watching this video. You know, I hope you have enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope that those of you who are going back to school soon enjoy the rest of your summer holidays. And I'll see you for another video tomorrow, probably in the morning. But for now, adios. Bye bye.